Hi everybody, Kevin McNamara here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. This is a podcast for those looking to change their lives. They're prepared to get out of their comfort zones. They want to reach their true potential. We have inspiring guests who have done all that. They've healed themselves, got out of their comfort zones, gone on to live amazing lives. We talk about the Stoics and the Stoic philosophy and really every topic in the personal development niche. And we've just launched our 123 Meditation Club membership program. We present 5 live meditations a week. The link is down below in the show notes. Come and join us there. And please support our sponsor, mealfan.com, the world's best food delivery service. Link is in the show notes. Let's go inside.
Morning everybody, it's Kev here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. Day 53 of my run. You think it would get easier, wouldn't you? It doesn't. In fact, since I've reached 50, it seems to get harder. I'll probably push myself a little bit harder. But the last 3 days have been really tough. My body's felt really tired. I've been getting to bed early and my body needs lots of rest, I think. But I've got to keep going. I've only got 47 days to go of the 100. So we keep pushing. And it has to get harder. That's life. That's how life sort of comes at you. It doesn't get easier. It just gets harder and you just got to keep pushing. You just got to get better. That's what it's all about. So today I want to talk to you about... This certainly involves our mind. It's from Viktor Frankl, his book, Man's Search for Meaning. If you haven't read that, do yourself a favour. Go and read it. It's just a great book. He was in a German concentration camp, and just the way he went about it, and this is a quote from the book. "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Viktor Frankl. It's an amazing book, Man's Search for Meaning. Definitely go and look it up. There might even be some free copies online somewhere, but it's an amazing book. And he talks about being in his solitary confinement in his cell on his own. And he was in there for a long, long time. And, he was treated really badly, obviously, and... But what he would do is he would use his mind to stay on top of, the Germans that were keeping him in there. And he talks once, that one part that really stuck in my mind was he was in his cell, lying on his bed, and a cockroach came in. And he just looked at the cockroach and just fell in love with it. He started seeing the beauty in every single thing. Whereas most people would look at something like that and probably stomp on it and kill it. Cockroach, get out of here. But he looked at it just like a pet. He became sort of obsessed with all these, just the smallest of things. And it was his attitude that they could never take. They could take away his liberty and his clothes and food and all that kind of thing, but they could never take away that freedom that he had with his attitude, his mind. And again, it comes back, like I talk about a lot, is perception and how we see things, how we look at things. No doubt 99% of prisoners in those kinds of concentration camps would just look at life as just being an absolute disaster and that they were doomed, they were going to die, and they would just look at it that way and that would end their life. And he just looked at it the other way and just said, hang on, if I've got to be stuck here, I can't get out, I can't change it. There are some things you can't change. He couldn't change that. I've got to change my perception, how I see it. And that's what he did. He went from seeing things and just having the most negative of attitudes, which you couldn't blame people for having, let's be honest. But it takes a very powerful, strong man to change that mind and to say, okay, I'm not going to look at it that way. These guys might be in charge of me, but they're not going to take away that last freedom that I've got. That's my attitude and my perception, my paradigm of how I see things. And he just almost treated that cockroach like a pet. He just looked at it, at the beauty of it. It's just an amazing book to read. And he was just an amazing man. And it just shows you what you can do when you really put your mind to it. We think we have things bad in our life. We've got this pandemic. People living in fear. They've got no need to live in fear. I mean, if you're in a concentration camp, you've got every right to live in fear. But a pandemic, gee whiz, we do worry about the smallest things, don't we? I'm not making light of the fact that people are dying, but compared to where would you rather be? In Auschwitz or here in Australia during a pandemic. I know where I'd rather be. I'll read that again because it's just such a great quote. Everything can be taken away from a man, but one thing. So you can take everything away from a man, but the one thing you can't take is the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way, your own way of looking at things. That's it for today, guys. But yeah, great book and just some great learnings from that. Do yourself a favour and read that, and your life may well change. So just start looking at things differently, change your paradigm, change the way you see things, and your whole life will change. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.
I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, please subscribe and leave a 5-star review. It really helps. Share it with your friends and your family. And please, check out the 123 Meditation Club membership program. We go live 5 days a week with meditations. Give yourself the gift of less stress and more peace. The link is down below. Thanks for listening.